Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Midgy69 and we are back. FV4202, we have HESH back. Yippee! Now, a load of players have been waiting for this for quite some time. The HESH is back, finally. I haven't really played this tank a lot since they've removed the HESH. But let's quickly get to the stats. So the DPM on this thing is standard. It's 3041. So your average penetration on your APCR is 255. And you've got the premium HESH and then you've got the cheap HESH. Now, if you don't like using the HESH, this is the best thing Wargaming could have done. They added it as another gun. So you can still use the other gun, where it has heat as its Pramo, and then HESH as the third. But a DPM with this thing, if you can manage to hit all your HESH rounds, it will be 3,800. And to be honest, you will use more HESH than APCR. So your APCR is penetration is 255, which is pretty much the same as Leopard 1 and all them. So the standard penetration is okay for 350 alpha, and the HESH is 210. So you run calibrated shells on this thing, it sits at 231. So that's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. So I do run this thing with calibrated shells. The DPM, obviously, with that does drop using the APCR to 3,500 instead of 3,800 using the HESH, and it goes down to 2,800 with the APCR. But as I've said, you're not going to really use a lot of APCR in this thing, not with 240 mil of HESH penetration. So on top of that, the reload is 7.4 seconds with calibrated shells, 10 degrees of gun depression, 20 degrees of gun elevation, 50 kilometers an hour speed, and it's really nice. It is really nice, and I've pretty much played this all day. It's the only tank I've played today, and I'm having so much fun in it with the HESH. Now your armor, whole armor 121, your turret 196, so you're not going to bounce many shots. You will get lucky occasionally from the turret. That can be quite strong. And as you see at the bottom here, average damage so far 1,800, which is not a lot. So maybe that's people using the HESH gun and not really knowing how to use it. So if you don't know how to use the HESH, stick to the other gun. Stick to the heat, APCR, the heat, and the HESH. So we've got 3 battles for you. Unfortunately, none of them are ace battles when they maybe one of them should be. But we've got 3 first class battles. So this map, the enemy have got 3 mediums and a light tank, which is lovely to see when you're driving in an FV4202 with nearly 30 rounds of HESH. We've got the Leopard 1, who he's not giving me anything, and he's a really juicy target for me, but he's not giving me anything. So the T-54 does poke forward. I do take a shot from him, and you've got to remember, don't go head to head with tanks such as Object 140s or the Leopards. That was a rubbish shot, because they will out DPM you unless you can get all your HESH rounds, especially in the Leopards. You can fight a Leopard if you can manage to get all your HESH rounds in. You could then out DPM. So the 2 mediums now have run away. The Leopard, that is nearly now dead, and there we go, the side of an E100, and that is what I miss about this tank. Any side of a tank, I don't even know why I tried using HESH there, but pretty much anything on the side, any tank on the side, you can HESH. And there's a lot of tanks, even frontally, that you can pen, such as like Object 704s. You can shoot HESH in the face of Object 704. and you're going to pen him. He's completely white, easy pen, and then you get tanks like AMX 50Bs, AMX 5120s, bat chats there. You can just shoot them anywhere frontally, and you're going to do maximum damage unless you hit the gun, which I have done quite a few times. So there we go, look, 482 damage. We're going to back up. We don't want to take a shot from him, and we do manage to get a lucky bounce, but we do take him out for our second kill. And again, we've got the side of the object, 268, just shoot him anywhere. Easily pennable, easily pennable. We've got the FOSH now, which we don't want to get shot by the FOSH. Maybe not quite a one shot to him, but there's no point taking damage. And then we get the side of him that has just been buffed a little bit of armor, but not enough for my HESH. And then we shoot him in the top hatch to finish him off for our fourth kill, and then our team finish off the T62. So fairly easy battle, definitely not worth an ace, so I'm not complaining this battle, but we still do finish on a first class, 4,000 damage, 1300 XP. So nice fun battle, easy 4,000 damage in my eyes, and it was a first class, so not too bad at all. So moving on, next battle, again, we've got two mediums, the enemy have got two mediums. I start pushing left, my team pretty much starts to go right, but we do have a couple of my teammates come in to help. The enemy have got a death start, so I do need to watch out for him. We go up here to try and see if we can spot any targets, and at the minute we've got nothing. Report an AFK yet. We've got an AFK. We've got the T62 who's climbing a rock, so we do manage to get one shot into him while he is stuck, and then we've got the E50 there. But by this time my team are here helping me, and I don't know why. I think I missed the fire button there, pressed it too late, and we did bounce. So I'm not using HE or HESH at the minute on the T62, which you could, but there we go, the E50, that was a very low roll, 391, it was a horrible low roll. And here you see the side of a T62, 442 damage. Your average damage in APCR is 350, so to do sort of 450, 460 is very nice indeed. So your DPM sort of goes up dramatically if you can get your HESH shots out. So two tanks down, and now I do see a T95 who I believe is on his own. So I really want to focus him because he's an American, he's a USA tank, and everyone knows that a rear of a USA tank is very, very poor. I don't know, again, I don't know why I switched to HESH here. A whole 76 damage, and then we've got the Death Star there who I think is AFK, but it turns out he's not. So luckily he didn't take any shots into me before we take the T95 out, and then me and the object 140 can start rushing him. And again, HESH pretty much anywhere on a Death Star. So we get one behind him, the object is keeping him occupied, so he's not looking at me. 458 damage, puts him down to a one shot, near enough, and we finish him up. Now stupidly, I shouldn't have loaded the HESH there. He was on 30 HP. I've just paid a lot of credits for that shot when I didn't need to. And to be honest, I keep forgetting to, when they're below sort of 300, 200 mark, if I can pen them with HESH, I usually pen them with HESH. I just forget to load, to switch it back to the APCR. But things like this, if they're on, I do manage to, well, 16 health, so we try and give them a little ram, but we don't get there in time. But things like this AMX here, 50B, there is no point switching to HESH because you can kill him in one shot with the APCR, so there is no point switching to HESH. And we managed to take him out, which just leaves this E75, and again the side of an E75, anywhere pretty much on an E75. So we quickly load the HESH, and we give him a little ram and we do nearly 600 damage. And again, look here, I've got the HESH loaded. That was stupid because I can penny rear with the APCR, so I'm just wasting credits here and there's no need for it. So do pay attention in that, because if you will lose money if you're going to use the HESH, you will lose money. So 4.6k damage there, 5 kills, and again it was a first class. Again, was it worthy of an ace? I'm not so sure, so I will take that first class any day of the week. Now the last battle, this is the one I was a little bit disappointed to see that first class. So the enemy have got 2 bat chats. They've got a bat chat tier 9 and a bat chat tier 10, which is lovely for me to see, because as I said previously, you can pen a bat chat anywhere with HESH. Anywhere, just shoot his face, just don't shoot his gun, which I have done quite a few times. Now you'll see here, just aim your gun at it and you're going to pen. So 440 damage there, he's getting ripped. Now my aim was just to clear him, 478 damage, but we do put him on a 1 shot. So they have got now a very fast tank, and they see hit straight into his gun. Anywhere I can shoot him, anywhere I can shoot him, and I shoot his gun. And then they're nearly 500 roll. So now we've got the T54E1 poking out. Unfortunately, I don't manage to get a shot before he starts hiding, but there is a bat chat now going to be hiding. One's now dead, and again there, T54E1 easily pennable. And this is what I mean, you're gonna look at that, easy 473, and already I've fired 6 HE shells. I don't even think I've fired, that was a rubbish miss, I don't even think I've fired any APCR as of yet. So now the bat chat tries running away, a silly shot, we don't manage to get it, we back up just from the T54E1, IS-7 takes him out, and again we've got the bat chat that is running, keep the HESH loaded, and we get 1 shot into him, leaving him on 15 HP. So now we've got this object 704, which is what I was saying, you can pen him frontally. Look at that, it was a low roll, but how easy is that to pen with HESH frontally? It's just insane. Again, we still haven't fired any APCR. We do in a minute, just to clear this object away. 409 damage, again we get a nice shot. Now he's a 1 shot, so I do realise this time and I do switch to APCR, but then we get a bounce and we don't get the kill. Maybe that cost me the ace, I'm not sure. So at the minute it's 4 against 3. We know there is a full health E100 here, so we get the back of him, load the HESH, set him on fire. So 1 shot and we've done 1011 damage. Very, very tasty. We leave him. Do we leave him on a 1 shot? Yeah, the pattern clears him up, which now just leaves the AMX 50B and the IS-8. So again, I'm loading the HESH because the AMX 50B is very easily pennable. But me saying that, here he is. What do? Again, shoot him in the gun. Out of all places, shoot him in the gun. He releases his 3 clips into me, and then we get a low roll with 131. But I do know he's reloading. It is just him alive, and look at that. How easy is that, and how lovely that is. I still know he's reloading, so again we switch to the APCR as he is a 1 shot, and we do clear him for our first and only kill. So a very nice battle, and we only fired 2 APCR, the rest was HESH. And we finish on 5.8k damage, first class, high caliber. We did lose quite a few credits, and we got 1440 XP. So my opinion, that should have been an ace, but it wasn't. It was still a nice battle. So yeah, that's the FV4202 again, guys. Very fun. If I get an ace, I will post it somewhere, because I am going to carry on playing it. So thanks for watching, guys. I am Measy69, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.